Hello everyone, it's me. I'm on YouTube right now. I just finished the show The Dragon Prince. Um, where do I begin? I was watching it each month, watching a couple episodes. I watched I watched the second series. I didn't really watch the first because TFS have done a 5 minute on the whole first series. So I started on season 2 and it ended quite well actually. I will not give it any disrespect. I'm looking forward to the fourth season now. If there's going to be a fourth season, I don't want him to be pulling a Yu-Gi-Oh! GX where we're given the subtitle. I came on to Netflix. This is the story of how I become to watch it. I watched it on TFS and I was like, this could be interesting. I know you got I've grown a little bit of a beard. Not growing a beard, but and through this show, it's brought into my anime life again. I literally stopped anime for good. I was not watching any anime. I stopped that. I would watch Dragon Ball, Abridge, and little Yu-Gi-Oh! Now and again, but I would not watch anime as in I'd sit down and want to watch an anime, because to me, it's the timing. I do want to get back into anime watching. There are some shows I want to watch. I want to watch My Hero Academia. I've heard how good that is. I want to watch... I want to watch a load of anime that I'd enjoy. And it's hard because I enjoyed it because there's childish jokes. There are two characters that want to be in love. And I want them to get married in the next series. I do, and I've only just stopped watching. I only just put it on. I watched from episode 4 or 5 all the way till the end. I wanted to see what they were going to do. They pulled it off. They pulled it off greatly. And there are some shows I would watch every single week. This is a show, if you guys have the time or have patience, or even, I hate to say it is a little bit of a background noise show. I wouldn't say all shows are like that. Like, I'm going to look, because as I live in Britain, we don't have anime as in, like, proper. We get anime, like, I think near the end of the month, they're putting on all the Naruto movies, which, I hate to say, I've only seen a couple of the movies, and it's hard to tell you what ones I've seen, because I remember seeing one about water. Like, if you guys recommend any anime, like, I do want to get into shows like Seven Deadly Sins. I sat and watched a couple episodes of One Punch Man and Avatar The Last Airbender, but I want to get... If you guys want to see a live action movie done well, it's on Netflix. It's the Bleach movie. It is perfect. I remember watching Bleach about 8-9 years ago. From the anime, I skipped the second series because I couldn't find it where I went. But there are animes, like, I do want to see Seven Deadly Sins. I want to see, I don't know, I don't want to see Pokemon or Sword Art Online. I've watched them. And if you want me to review them, you will know that I'm not a fan of the ending of Sword Art Online. And it's not a... Okay, how do I explain it? Sword Art is a lovely anime. It's a good anime. I would not disrespect it. You know, being trapped in a virtual reality, sign me up for that. But it's at the end of the anime, and if you guys have watched the whole series, you'll know what I'm going to be speaking about here. At the end of... How do I put it? At the end of the episodes of Sword Art, and they come back to reality, and then they go back into a different game, I'm sorry, you cannot be calling yourself Sword Art Online. Call yourself VR Stuck, or something like that. It just doesn't. It boggles my mind that a movie and TV shows can. Like, I will say about Yu-Gi-Oh! About, Yu-Gi-Oh! Having over 60 episodes. I wanted to see Black Butler. I've heard that's meant to be quite good. Sorry, I'm on Netflix right now. I would show you my screen, but and it's hard to come across anime that I would want to sit through. Oh, they got Code. I want to see that because that's meant to be quite good. Sorry, I am literally looking through it now. Okay, and Blue Exorcist. I read the manga for that. I was not a big fan. It was funny. I watched a parody of it, and it's like, I fell down some stairs. You did not fall down some stairs. You were in a fight. Anime that makes me laugh and that can get me to watch it. Full Metal Alchemist did that in the first 5 to 12 episodes. Brotherhood did the same thing. And they both ended. We're not going to talk about the movies because I could talk for hours about how bad I find some movies. Like Digimon. Hang on, you guys can't see my eyes. Sorry, I'll put my glass up now. Like Digimon, it was a good anime. Sorry, Mark. Like Digimon was a good anime, and it was ruined. Not by. It was the show. It ran its course over, and it's hard. I know it's hard to be into an anime that will run out of episodes. And there are things that can bring shows back. I would love to sit through GX and watch the entire GX series if they had season 4 in English. I know 4Kids and what they did was bad, and I do agree they shouldn't have done it. But again, the outcome of all anime. Okay, I'm going to be talking about something as well about this anime, and if you guys watch this anime and you guys are fans, I don't want hatred on me on this. I don't want people, calling me a son of a gun or death threats. Okay, I just don't want that. I'm going to be talking about 2 animes in particular that do this a lot. Well, I could be talking about 3 if you guys know the 3 that I'm going to be talking about. Naruto, One Piece, and Dragon Ball. I hate to say it. I know One Piece has finished. Naruto's on their Boruto series and Dragon Ball's on Super. And they're doing great on that. But it's when people say that there's so much filler in an episode. Heck, a show without filler is silly. The Dragon Prince, or if I called it Dragon King, it's Dragon Prince. That show worked. It had filler. It had backstory. It had people that you wouldn't recognise as a king, as a prince, as a, And the lore in that, if there's fans of it, I want them to scream out and say, I'm a fan. This is what I believe in. This is what I think the next series is going to be about. Death Note's the same. I'm going to end this video here because I think my parents are pulling up. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys will subscribe. Keep up to date with my videos. I can't promise you when my next video will be. Could be today, it could be tomorrow, it could be next week. Sorry, my eyes are just gunky right now. I've got real bad eyes because I've been rubbing them. Like, anime shows are hard to come by. I know I said I'll finish it here, but I'm just going to leave you off with one quote. What anime would you want to be part of? Please tell me below. You guys just let me know. Type in anime that you want to be in and why and what characters you would want to be. Okay, because there are characters I would want to be. Believe me, I would want to be most of these characters. I'm a fat, hairy guy. Who could I play? Nappa. Sorry, I like the TFS Nappa, but, talking about that, I want to talk about Dragon Ball as well, because um, Dragon Ball Kakarot came out, and I pre-ordered it. I was like, I pre-ordered it in store, and I was like, then I realised my shop doesn't open until 11 o'clock. So I went, I've got a debit card now. If you guys don't want to hear my backstory about getting a debit card, boom, skip. I'm going to keep this video up till I hear, you know, he's asleep. Anyway, because by now I'd be asleep, really. So anyway, I brought Dragon Ball, and my mum was like, "What version are you gonna buy?" And I went, "I'm gonna buy the deluxe." And I'm not a normal person who buys straight up the deluxe package. I have to be willing to buy it. Like, I'm willing to buy Fallout Season Pass after the fourth game. I bought the game once, and I was like, this game's alright. 76 is okay. And I know there are people like, no, you can't be talking about that. Dragon Ball Kakarot, I've got to say, I don't know if it's going to be counted as an RPG. And if not, this is just going to be a quick, hey, what are you talking about? They end, every episode, it ends, and it's hilarious. Like, they go, in the next episode. And it's literally, it's a full game, and like they even have like a dragon show up, so it's like, and the episode is going to be called The Dark Magician. You know, and it's the same voice actor, and you pick up photos and you read characters' names, and I talk about this because I'm a big Dragon Ball fan. Thanks to Dragon Ball Bridge, I've become a fan. And I've watched every episode since then, and I know people don't like Majin Buu, but I like him. So, I've got to episode 3, which is the Android Saga. And one of my favourite levels, because people were like, you can drive straight up from... No, you can't. You can't drive. It looks like you can. It follows a lot from the anime, and there are Red Ribbon references, there are bad guy references, there are freezers. You have to fight the Freezer Force. You have to build like, the leveling up system is cool, but it can get confusing. The game is cool. It's better than Star Wars. It's more than what nobody was expecting. I never saw any of the trailers until they were showing them up on YouTube, and they were like, this is going to be coming out, and you can get this edition, and it's all that, sorry, I shouldn't be racist here, but you know the language that, you know, in Japan, the Dragon Ball community is massive, and I've got a couple of the mangas. My cousin's getting into Dragon Ball, who else is getting into Dragon Ball? My cousin. My brother's not a Dragon Ball fan, but he knows, you know, the Kamehameha Wave, the Gallop Gun. He knows all them because me. Anyway, in this, I actually feel like if you're new to Dragon Ball and you've brought fighters and you want to buy a different Dragon Ball game, I would recommend Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I was concerned that it was going to be bad. You bastard! Oh, sorry, I shouldn't swear. You knobhead! I can't cut that out. I don't know how to cut that out. Rated 18 for mature purposes and bad language. I should start with that as well. Yeah, it does. Like, they use most of the anime as if you haven't even played a video game and you want to try Dragon Ball, it works. If you just started off an anime and you want to know what's the best, what's the longest, what's the best anime, what's right, and it is. Hell to me, I love Dragon Ball. Trust me, if I could speak about Dragon Ball every single day, I would. I have theories. I have questions. Because I thought Xenoverse 2 and 1 are my favourite Dragon Ball games. But Kakarot's like, you can fly the Nimbus! Can I? Yes. No, it's like, yes, you can fly the Nimbus Cloud if you want. Really? Is it any good? Yep. Take my money. Thank you. I haven't actually got money, so I've had to use my hand like, take my money. It works. It's one of the best anime games that I've ever seen being played. I played it. It took me an hour, and even in that hour, I was literally like, how is this gonna be? And it's one of those things that people will always say to you, a Dragon Ball game has to have the taste, the feel, and the touch. More of Dragon Ball like that would work. And even though I was saying to myself, if I was a newcomer and I didn't know what Dragon Ball was, and someone said, try this game, I would literally say, okay, I'll try it. I buy it on almost any anime games. I don't love anime. I remember watching a show about this. If you guys know the anime title that I'm going to mention, there are animes that I could mention for days, and one of the animes I'm going to be talking about is an anime that I don't know what it's called, but it was like a robot girl. It's hard to explain what happened in the plot because I really couldn't understand it. And that's the other thing about animes. If I'm going to watch an anime, I didn't like Attack on Titans, I've tried it. And don't say, oh, you should try it when you're older. I've tried it. I've tried it multiple times. It's just not for me. You know, and I know there'll be people, you don't like this anime? Boo on you, man. Boo on you. You know, I didn't have dinner, so I'm starving. But I'm not starving, actually. I'm not even hungry. That's because you pick out a lot. Look at your face, you're fat. Hey. You know, but again, it's just, if you're new to anime and you want to watch a good anime, I would recommend Dragon Ball. I wouldn't recommend Dragon Ball if you're not new to the show. Or if you're, you know, like, sorry, I want to put my glasses on, I'm getting a little bit of a headache. But, yeah, if you're not new to the show and you're not expecting an anime like that, let me just see if I can lower my... Oh, sorry, I lowered it too much. Okay, that's better, I reckon. I know you guys can't see my eyes, but I'll do that. You know, if you guys... But then I'm covering up my mouth. No, you guys can't see me. Okay, okay, so as I was saying, there are anime games that would be cool if you want to play them. If you're a fan or you want to become a fan, these are games I would say to give them a try. There are animes that I can't play. I can't get through. But you're new. If you're new to anime and you want to watch an anime, I know this video is going on for hours now. I would say give an anime a try. There are so many people out there in the real world that don't understand what anime is. And sometimes people just don't understand it, or they say it doesn't make sense. But if they give it a try and you say to them, I want you to try this anime out with me, there are multiple people in this universe that could listen to that and say, okay, what is this anime going to be about? What is the main character? Now, I don't talk about my parents often. I really don't. I know that sounds bad. I don't. They do live. They're everywhere. They're out right now with my brother. They're all at a restaurant I chose not to go. Because last time I went to a restaurant, I had a real bad stomach, so I've tried to... I think it was because I was up late as well for the last couple of nights. But it was my mum, who is not an anime fan. The last anime she ever watched was Pokemon and Digimon with me when I was little. So I put an episode of Dragon Ball on, and she was on her iPad, and I thought she wasn't watching it. And she must have looked up or something, because she was like, that dirty old teacher. And I was like, yeah, but that's him. Yeah, but he's asking to see her panties. And I was like, Mum, this is just what the show is. This is the first series of Dragon Ball. It was all jokes. Nobody knew what the show was going to be about. Uh, and that's the thing. It stayed like that for my... And my mum is now starting to get into the anime phase with me. She's like... She doesn't sit there for hours and watch them. She wouldn't do that. She'd want to watch a couple episodes. Like... She's a lot like me in that way. I will watch a show. I may not understand the show. I may not like the show, but I'll watch it. Sorry, I sound like Robin Williams there. I've been watching a load of Robin Williams, Rodney Dangerfield. Oh, I'll tell you no respect. Now, if anyone's a Rodney Dangerfield fan, I know I'm 20, I'm 24, and I'm talking about an old comedians who have sadly passed away. You know. She and me, we've got a lot of like. We're both a lot alike in that way. We all watch an anime. We won't understand stuff, and I know it sounds tough if you're an anime goer and you've wanted to sit through an anime and you're like, but I don't have the time. There are animes that can take that and just use it. Like, there's one anime that had 26 episodes, I think, or 25? I'll question it later. I'm going to look it up later. It was called Ouran High School Host Club. And this anime was... I only saw it through YouTube and stupid jokes. And one of the funniest moments in the whole parody is the characters. You don't have that often, where a character sits there, or where you see a character who gets too fake, where you see, and all he hasn't done is brushed his teeth, which is a joke in the anime community that they've all got. And it's a good anime. It's about a posh school, and this normal girl goes to school. She enters into the, she ends up, she looks like a guy. She accidentally knocks over a vase, and it's like 2 million zenny, or I don't know what the, which in the parody of it is like, that vase was worth $12 whole. I know it's a joke about their money issues, and we're not going to be talking about that. We're not politically correct or politically right here, and I can't mention it because I'm with Brexit. I'm not with Brexit. It's hard to say, and I can't do jokes about Brexit or anything like that because it's, you know, an English thing. I know there are American comedians who think, oh, I can make fun of it. Well, look, if you were born in England, and trust me, you've got Donald Trump, so one of us has got a bad president and one of us has got a bad prime minister. One of these things is just like the other. One of these things just doesn't belong. If you tell me which thing is not like the other, before if it is, it's Donald and Boris Johnson. It's Boris and Johnson. Or, actually, his name would be Donald Johnson. There you go. Anyway, we're not joking about Donald Trump or anything, because I don't want to be attacked by him. Or his fans. Anyway, I shouldn't air quote Donald Trump. He has got fans somehow. Money makes the world go round. Okay, I'm going to stop talking about it because... Anyway, where was I? Yeah, as I was saying, Mum's not a big anime fan, so seeing her watch anime with me is a surprise. She used to love Pokemon. No, she never liked Pokemon, actually. That was me. I was still a fan of Pokemon. I'm not a fan anymore. And the reason is I've even